Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Badwood Farm. Or actually, so I've been thinking about changing the farm name for quite some time. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be quite yet. I am kind of going through something where I feel that it needs to be called something different, which is no big deal. It's really windy today, so I really hope that you guys can hear me. If not, I'll try to lip sync whatever I say. So I woke up kind of late today. I've been feeling under the weather. Clearly you can hear me. For the past 2 weeks, I've had little ones that have been sick, so I have neglected the cottage garden very much so. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. But I thought I wasn't going to be able to come in and do work and clean it up because I thought it was going to be really hot. But today, Florida weather surprised me once again, and it is surprisingly cool and windy and perfect planting weather. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing right now. So that's what the cottage garden looks like after 2 weeks of neglect. The only thing that I haven't really neglected, at least I don't think I have, is the bamboo that's planted behind me, because I've had my sons come and water it every single day just to keep it really moist. But we're gonna work hard today. We're gonna pick a lot of weeds, and I'm gonna plant things that I have inside little starter trays. So I'm probably not gonna talk anymore because the wind is kind of already. So I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys were even able to see that. I'll try to film some of the bamboo swaying. Excuse me, guys. I'm not going to be talking much. I can't. All right, let's get to planting. So I'm here in my green stalk, and I am going to be planting tomato. My husband brought this last night from the Royal King, and it is a husky cherry red tomato. I don't want to put it in the cottage garden. I don't really have a trellis for it at the moment, and because my green stalks have these little handy doohickeys that help things climb, I think the best place for it right now is inside of my green stalk. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. I know you're gonna hear conflicting opinions on whether you should grow things in containers or not. And the truth is if you don't have the space or the ability to grow in ground, then grow in containers. Who cares? Grow wherever. So let me see if I can switch this around here. So I'm gonna put it right in here, and as this plant grows, I'll try to support it as much as I can with the doohickeys. We may have technical difficulties today. Here we go. I don't think that you're gonna even be able to see it. It's impossible. But I will have to give a bad comment right now about those pieces for the green stalks. It looks like they're made out of fiberglass because I literally have my entire arm on the corners here on fire. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay, so I went ahead and planted the tomato inside the green stalk. Now, those doohickeys that help plants kind of climb up, I really do have to say I don't like them. I usually don't. I don't know, I really usually would not have said anything, but I had my hands kind of rested over it while I was trying to put sand in and kind of hold the camera with one hand, like with my elbow. And I know that you're not going to be able to see it. Like, I have no idea how you're going to be able to see it, but I have what feels like fiberglass, like little pieces of glass just stuck on my skin. And when I looked at it in the sun, like I could see like the little slivers of, you know, fiberglass is the only thing I could think of. Or like when you kind of brush against a caterpillar, one of those caterpillars with the little spiky stuff where you got to get tape and take it out. And I mean, I don't know if you could see it or not, but I'm literally on fire here. So I don't know if from the time that I bought these, they've changed the components or the ingredients of how they make the outside part that helps things to climb. But oof, I mean, I've only had those for, I'm gonna say, a year, and they look okay. They're kind of sun damaged, if that makes sense, but not the green stalks. The green stalks are fine, but the thing that holds them up, I mean, my hands are on fire. Like I don't know. And I looked at it really deep close, and it really is. It looks like it's peeling apart, if that makes any sense. So I don't know. At least for me right now, I don't think I could recommend that part that helps them crawl up or anything like that. Unless they changed the material or how they made them. I don't know. That's just something that happened to me right now. All right, let's keep on trucking. Okay, so I'm taking a pit stop at the shed because the sun is pretty hot and I really am recovering from a cold and I don't feel good. Some days we just don't feel good. So I'm in the shed and I've got my little stackable tier planters that I was gonna make holes in, and I haven't done it yet, clearly. So we're gonna just make some holes. I'm trying to think if I have a heat gun, and I'm wondering if I can kind of just keep it there for, I don't know, a few seconds. Will it kind of melt a hole for me versus me having to, I don't know. Oh, actually, look what I found right here while I'm just doing nothing. This, I wonder, feels so strong. I feel like it's gonna rip this thing to shreds. If I have a smaller one, I'm gonna try it. If not, I really am gonna attempt to heat gun it and see if it'll just melt through. So I just wanna say today's one of those days where it's not going great. A piece of my tripod just fell off and I can't keep it steady to show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna hold it in my hand, okay? So I don't know what could possibly go wrong with me using a heat gun and on one hand and then a tripod on another, and somehow I have to find a way to drink my coffee. It's like 12 in the afternoon and I haven't had any coffee yet. All right, y'all. Here we go. My goal is to melt that through We'll start slow so we don't start any fires. Who am I kidding? We need more heat. Quickly. It's working. I would just like to say that I did not come up with this genius idea by myself. It was actually my husband who thought about it. But now that I have thought about it and I'm melting everything and I'm creating a perfectly seamless hole down there, I kind of got an image in my head of, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, when the scientist kid creates his spray-on shoes and the class bully's like, how you gonna get them off, nerd? That's kind of like how I feel right now. Like I'm gluing these things together as they melt. How am I gonna get them off and separate them? Ah, all right. Well, we went all the way through. All the way through, and it looks really cool. Let's see if we can unstick them. Let's see if we can pull them apart. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. You know, I don't think that these chemicals are really good to breathe. But, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But because I have a cold right now, I can't really smell anything. Doesn't mean it's not affecting me, it just means I can't smell it. Oh crud. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to put the phone down. Okay, a few minutes later, and this little doohickey did the trick. I just want to go on record for saying, don't do anything that I did. I don't recommend anything, but I regret nothing. It worked. So, oh boy. So obviously, I gotta clean them up. I think we're okay. I think everything's fine. I'm gonna put a T-post down the middle of it, and I am gonna make one tiny hole in each of these instead of three. Instead of three like on each thingies there, I'm only gonna do one because it's Florida, it's hot, and the water evaporates really heavily anyways. So I'm only gonna be doing one. Plus it has that big hole anyway. I don't think much is gonna go through it because I'll make sure to pack it real tight. And if anything, I could always put what can I put? Like all the way at the bottom, I could put like a weed barrier fabric or something so the soil doesn't go through. We're gonna make this work, guys. We're gonna make this work. Okay. Okay, so for anybody out there concerned with the amount of plastic that was just melted, I'm obviously concerned. It's in the back of my head. I know that this plastic is not BPA free. I know it came from China. God knows what it's made out of. I don't know if I'm going to grow food in it or not. I already have some radishes and basil in the other one outside. I may just use this to grow flowers. I'm not sure yet. It's almost impossible to avoid plastics. They're literally all over the place. It's in our clothes and our beddings, and though I've been trying to eliminate bisphenol for years, like 20 years, I've been trying to get rid of it. It really is everywhere. It's in our clothes, especially if it's soft, microfibers, polyesters. It's really in everything. And I am trying to eliminate the amount of plastic, especially if I'm going to be growing food in it. But for the most part, this is just an experiment, and I may not be growing food in it. I may be growing food in it too. Who knows? I'll pray about it, and hopefully everything will be okay. But it worked, and I made it through all of it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more, and let's go see if we can set this up out in the cottage garden. My daughter went looking for the T-post pounder so that we can go ahead and sift it through. All right, here we go. We stopped this project to show you an emergency situation.
Well,
What happened?
She
Tell
said
me.
she found a snake.
it is a snake.
It's not.
I was emptying my wheelbarrow of hay, and I saw something moving, so I thought it was a grasshopper or a cricket, but then I thought it was worm, one of those evil worms that squirm around a lot. Then I realized it was a snake, and then I did the right thing and called my big sister.
What is it, Abby?
I told
It's
her
not
to
a
grab
snake.
it.
It's a glass. Like, has the
Oh,
legs.
cute.
She said it was poisonous. It's basically a
It's
lizard.
not.
Poisonous to bite you.
No, it isn't.
Daddy long legs can't do anything but they're poisonous.
Ah, don't drop on me. Oh, no.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. I'm wearing a skirt, Abby.
I got it. Right.
Ah!
LV.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I was going to put a T-post. Clearly, the T-post is way bigger than me, and not that I can't do it, because I can do it. I've T-posted many T-posts on this farm. But I figured one of these, they're like, they're actually kind of like a plastic. It's not really a T-post, but it's kind of like that. They're from Premier One, from when you use the electric netting. So I found that in my garden, and I just literally put it down. Obviously, you have to put something on these or they're gonna topple over. But I don't know if this thingy will hold on to it. Let's pretend we're a hurricane. No! I think it'll hold. I think we'll be okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start filling it up. There she is, guys. I don't know, will she fall? Let's see. It's plain to see your brains are very small to think walking will be knocking down our walls. Alright, I think if a nice strong wind came at it, it'll definitely knock it down. But this is just an experiment, so can I help you? This is just an experiment, so we'll see how it goes this year. Thank you for watching, everybody, and seeing the hot mess of today. God bless you, everybody. Remember, get your hands dirty in the garden. Bye. If you want to stay for any behind the scenes or weed picking, here you have it. Or any bloopers for that matter. What are you guys doing here? Today is, dogs are allowed in my garden, I guess. Oh, I love you, Claire Bear. I love you. Okay. Yes, I know. Don't say that.